Hi, this is Kevin with KGMGM, owner Pro Advertisers Club, a totally free site to advertise. Go to ProAdvertisersClub.com and join for free today and start advertising for free today. We just hit 464 members. It's growing every day. We're getting about 1 to 5 signups a day, and it's going in the right direction, just like Splinterlands is, even though the markets are down and it is hurting my overall uh, total asset value. But let's get into that later. Let's real quick go over. Here's the rules that I'm doing this $10,000 challenge with. I'm doing this on my own. This has nothing to do with Splinterlands, and these are the rules I'm going by. My goal is to get to $10,000 by the beginning of next year, and pay myself back on any investments, and then walk away with 10,000. But or at least a profit, right? But right now, like I said, the market's down. I added $10 yesterday because PayPal won't let me. That's the minimum, and I buy a pack a day so that we can see it. But right now, if I cashed out, I'd take 372 after I paid myself back, and my power number went up again. So I'm after my readjustment for my strategy a couple days ago. I'm heading back in the right direction. The SPS is down to 12 cents, down from 15, and the overall value of the cards is down right now. So let's get the fun stuff out of the way. I've done my daily quest, so I get my daily reward. And then we're going to open a pack, and then I just pretty much spend the rest of the video showing people how you can make money on this platform. Battling yet. I'll be doing that probably in the evenings. Nice, 136 credits. Okay, so I got beat down from silver 3, so I opened it up as a bronze, but still that was a nice pull, even though that was the case. And so let's go open up the pack now. If you've noticed, I've stocked up on some potions. For each pack, you get 5 cards, so you want 5 potions for each. And this one increases my chance for legendary, and this one gold. So I could technically double my chance to get a legendary gold, which is what you're going after pretty much. Okay, and I got the pack for today right here. I don't need to be doing this. I'm doing it for the video pretty much, but it does help. If you pull something nice, you get nice cards. Excuse me. But it's adding to my overall investment if you buy a pack a day. But like I said, okay, so we got one. You're guaranteed a rare card or better. I got one right there. Now, any of these can be a gold. I thought a gold would be lit up, but it's not. So we're going to open that one last. So let's flip that. That's a common. These are all going to be common, so the best I could get on these is a common gold. Okay, and that is all the commons, and now let's do the rare. And okay, so not the best of packs. So you don't have to have potions to be able to pull a gold legendary or any good card. In fact, my 2 best cards have come without using potions, but it does help. It does double the amount that chance that you have. Now I'm going to be taking these and burning them and doing my part. That's going to make my cards and other people's cards more scarce, more valuable over time, and I'll prove that in a minute. These are all NFTs, so you can, when you combine them, you're destroying them, and it's making a more powerful and rarer card, but it also maxes out. And there can only be so many maxed out cards over the history. So see, I used up 5 on each. It's 1 per card. So it's 1 potion equals 1 card. And it runs me about 45 cents out of the potion store to get them. And I use my DEC or credits. So that's it for what I call the fun stuff. Now let's get down to the nitty gritty. I got over here because of the affiliate marketing program. This is something you can do too. Now, to access all this, you got to purchase the $10 spell book. That's the entry fee. But you can go below, join my link, and play for free. They give you free cards to play with, just to see if you're even going to like it. And if if you do sign somebody up, you get 5% of all their purchases for the rest of your life. And there's my link. It's down below. I'm not a financial advisor. List me at your own risk. This is for entertainment purposes only. But I also have other links down there because I am an affiliate marketer. That's what I do. I promote other people's products for a kickback, pretty much, I guess is what you could call it, a commission. Um, they I came over here because of this, and then I fell in love with the game. I only promote stuff that I use. I don't just promote. The only time I will promote something that I don't use might be on ClickBank, uh, if that's the name of it, if I remember right. They just got so many products. I'm just trying to push that product. But on my main things, I actually use and participate. And I like this program so much, I decided to do a video on it once I got involved. Now, if you're doing the affiliate and you start getting a lot of people, but they're not doing anything, don't worry about that, because we got what we call sleepers in the affiliate marketing world. And you sign them up and they don't do nothing for 6 months. And then all of a sudden, who knows why, they just start playing, or they just start using the product or purchasing or promoting, whatever. And so don't let that get on you. If you're, just stockpile them. The more people you get, the better. Now, so every day you do a quest. That's a way you can build up. Going back to putting your own money in, the $10 you have to open it up, but after that you don't have to spend anything if you don't want to. The buying packs can help speed it up, but like you saw in the pack today, it's I would have been better off using the $4 to buy cards directly out of the market. Or if you don't even want to do that, you just play the game and then you win your chest every day. And it'd be slower, but it's not going to be costing you out of your pocket. Um, Here is a season. They do two a month, every 15 days. And depending on what rating you are, I'm bronze one, and I bouncing back and forth between bronze one and silver. It's taken me a couple months to build up to that. You gotta be patient. You gotta build your cards up. If you're getting your ass kicked, it's just simply because you don't have powerful enough cards until you come across somebody who doesn't, who's worse off than you, type situation. But when I get to silver, this goes up to 12 chests, and the higher you go, the more chests you get. And again, that's the second way that you're going to make money on that. Actually, the third, because the first way was what? Affiliate marketing. Okay, DEC. The If you're good at this, if you can buy and sell in the market, if you know how to flip cards, you can really speed things up even faster than opening packs sometimes, depending on what's going on in the market. And the what I use is a site called Splinter Card. And what just happened there? I don't want to do that. And I'll show you what it looks like and how what the heck? Why can't I open that up? Okay, there it is. Okay, Splinter. I should have had it open up. I'm going to show people this every day. Splinter Cards. There it is. And what you can do with this site, it's got data out of the Yahoo, right? And one of the tools that I use is it's a tracker of the prices for 1 day, 1 week, 2 months, 6 months, whatever. And if you come over here to tools, and this is free, you just type in Splinter Cards. You ain't got to even open up an account or anything. Go to list price analysis. And I do this every day because I try to do about $5 and $10 in sales at night, and then I like to buy in the morning. Prices seem to be cheaper. I'm in Florida, so whatever time zone you're in compared to Florida, just go by that. And I tend to see prices are higher in the evening when everybody's playing in the United States, and then lower. This is worldwide. The number one country is Philippines as far as members, and then the United States is pretty much right there with them. And then there's like 100-something countries playing this game, over 400,000 people. But if you see this list right here, and I'm just going to use a quick example. Let's do Common, Chaos Legion, and 1 day when it comes back here. And what I do in the morning is I like to do 1 day. You can go 1 week, but I like to see what went down last night, right? So I'm looking for the biggest drop. 26%. The Scavo Chemist, 17%. Okay, so that's the biggest one. Let's use that one. Let's pick on this one. So I look at this as a 26% discount. So I'll go buy up some of these. It's at 0.6 and it was high as 9 almost. That's when you buy in a cheap card like that, it doesn't take much to pop. But anyway, so I'll buy them up for that day and then I'll sit on them. And if it pops up anytime in the next few days, because then, like, look at this. If you'd bought this one yesterday, just from yesterday, it went up 20.9%. You see how that works? So if I had stockpiled some of these earlier, I could sell them then. And you just keep doing that, and boom, it really it's trade. Sometimes you mess up, and sometimes it don't work out. Sometimes you have to sit on them longer than you want. But I always buy at a discount. Remember, buy low, sell high. It don't matter where you're at in the universe. That rule applies to everything. Buy low, sell high. Okay. So yeah, that's a little thing I've learned to do that. So let's go back to the buying, selling, the market. Okay. When you sell it, you get DEC. You can also rent out the cards that you own, so you don't have to sell them. You rent them out, and it's not a whole lot, but you get to keep the card while it goes up in value, and then you can sell it. So like the cards I'm building, if I'll rent it out, make some DC on it, and then sell it, right? So you take the DC and you can stake it, you can stockpile it, or you can, I use mine, I reinvest. And that's part of the strategy. It's going to help me get to that 10,000 by the end of the year. Okay. So there's the fourth and fifth way with the rental and the, actually the sixth way, because you count that. So, okay. So then if you go over to SPS, this is their new crypto. This is the in-house, the dark energy crystals, and they're both crypto. And this is the Splinterland shard. And every day they're giving away free Splinterland shards. Okay. For another 150 days. They were doing it for a whole year. And all they do is at 11 o'clock every day Eastern time, they take a snapshot of what your power is. Okay. That's the number I showed you when we first started. That's the number that you always want going up. It means you're making your collection stronger, more valuable, and more powerful. Okay. So they take a picture of that, then they determine, and they give you right here, like I'm getting 7 now, and they're going for 12 cents a piece. So that would be, so you're talking 70, about 80 cents. I've been getting between 80 cents and $1 a day for the last few weeks because I'm up to 350. And as this goes higher, I'll get more. So eventually I'll be getting $2 a day, and then $3. That's free. Okay. Now I could use these to reinvest, but I'd rather stake at 30%. All right. Because then I'm doing this all day long. I'll come here every hour or two, whenever I'm on the computer, and I'll grab them and put them back up in here. Plus what they dropped the 7 later on today. And then that accelerates, the more I get in the staking. Now, I said it's at 12 cents. When I joined 2 months ago, it was at a quarter. Me being Mr. Timing, of course, I started this right before the markets collapsed. For you, everybody knows what I'm talking about. The last couple of months have been awful. And so I'm like, whatever the markets are down is what I'm down on Splinterlands. So when all that pops back up, I'm still walking away with a profit as bad as I am. It's just going to triple, whatever it does, I'm going to do. So I'm in really good shape, even though you might think I'm not. And I don't know why this is taking so long. So let me close this. I don't know. It's my Chromebook. But so that would, if it was still at 25 cents when I joined, it'd be like $84 right now. Free money. They're just giving it to you for staking. Okay, there's a delay. All right, that's fine. I'll do it later. But or no, it took it. Or no, it didn't. It's still there. But every now and then there's a glitch. You just got to be patient. Go back. But so I'll do that later. But the other thing is, if we go over to the shop, while you're staking, one of the benefits of staking is they're going to give you vouchers. And I don't have a whole lot, so I just got my first whole voucher, and with that you can use it for things. Okay, like they were using them. You could buy packs before anybody else could. So you want to collect the vouchers. You can sell them and reinvest, whatever. Here's where you buy the packs. They're $4 a piece. The But they're also doing another airdrop. For every pack you own, there's a small percentage chance you're going to get a free legendary when they do the airdrop. And they do the airdrop every million packs. So we got 282,944 packs left to unlock, which they did 8 million right out the door. Now it's slowed down. Everybody's kind of, there's new people joining, and people like me, I buy a pack, other people buy 1,000 packs, whatever. So when that gets to zero, there'll be 7 million packs left, and we'll get an airdrop. Number 8, I didn't get anything on this one. I didn't get anything on this one. I got 2 legendary cards on this one, and they're going for like $6 a piece right now. But I only had 32 packs, then I got 81. So theoretically, I could get 81 of whatever card this is going to be. Okay. But if I get 1 or 2, I'll be happy. I didn't get any on her. And these I wasn't eligible because I hadn't bought any packs yet. So there's another way. So let's go back to the market, which we haven't been to yet. And then I like to use peak monsters right here. You can also use Monster Market, Card Auctions, these. There's like 4 places you go to buy, sell. But peak monsters is the most user-friendly for me. And that's more important to me than saving a little bit. But this I got to learn, because Monster Market gives you like Visa. They'll give you 3.5% back on all you purchase, and that's 3.5% I could be saving. I think they pay you in Hive, whatever. So, but it's not, to me, it's not too user friendly. It's a little bit more complicated. So I've been sticking to peak monsters, but we'll go to the peak monsters last. So the other way, here's the market. Now here I'm going to prove to you that, well, what do you mean the cards get destroyed and they go up in value? Okay, well, of course, the newest cards are the cheapest, because there's millions of them, literally. But every day, like today, I'm going to burn some because I opened some out of a pack. When I buy them, I burn them sometimes, depends. And so today there's going to be less than there was yesterday. But then they'll be replaced because they're opening up packs still. But eventually they run out. And then from then on, for the rest of eternity, the pile gets smaller and smaller and smaller. These cards right here take 400 cards to make a maxed out card, which means if they make 2 million of them, I don't know what their exact print run is, there's only ever going to be 5,000 maxed out cards, the most powerful that they can be. Now, there's over 400,000 plus people playing, which means only a very small percentage will ever have a maxed out card. And not even so. And I don't think you can really get 5,000 maxed out cards, because a lot of people are going to be holding on to their unmaxed cards. So it might be as small as 3,000 are ever going to be made that are maxed out. So, but let's prove. So how does that prove they go up in value? Well, let's go look at the oldest. There's 2 kind of cards. There's the foil, and then there's the gold. And the gold is the version of the foil type thing. So let's go to the most expensive foil, and then I'll show you the most expensive gold. I love gold. Gold has got a lot of good benefits. They're just a lot more expensive. But so if you'd gotten, now remember, a few years ago, they were buying these cards in $2 packs. Okay. And let's go to this guy right here. There is only 83 of them left. Okay. And they're going for $20,000 a piece. Now let's go look what it would cost to max this guy out now. Because every time you put a card in, so say it takes 20 cards, you just take 20 times what the value of the single card is. Okay, so here's the stats. So it takes 11 cards to max this out. This is a summoner. Okay. So that's why he's a little different. But still, 11 cards, fourth level is the highest he can go. It would cost you 11 times 20,000 to max this out. And I don't think there's anybody selling one. There's one person. So the most you could, and he's got it maxed out right there. Okay, so that's why it's 20,000. I apologize. And it's not really maxed out. It's one short, box 10. How's that maxed out then? How is he level 4 at 11? Because it takes 11 to get to 4. That doesn't make any sense. But anyway, there's the proof that let me go back to the market, that over time, as people burn, and I don't even know if that's a great card to use in battle. You can find a much cheaper card that probably do the same thing. But what you're going to get is it's the collector side of it, the investor side of it. And again, I'm having problems. Saturday's real busy. Everybody's home playing. That's why I got my butt kicked. So let's go to the legendary gold. And of course, nothing's guaranteed, but it's just, you see the way it works here. Now here's the cheapest gold legendaries. You have common, rare, epic, and legendary. Cheapest one is $84. There's 975 of them. And these two are rewards, I believe. These three are rewards. Or no, just these two. But anyway, you can see how it quickly starts to head up. And here's the one I pulled out of a pack when I first... Wow, he went up in value. Where is he? There he is, $117.90. $117.90. I did not use potions and I got him. That's the best card I've ever pulled. All right, let's go take a look at him. And there's 533 available in circulation. That means even if they own them, it doesn't mean that's what's for sale. That means that's all of them. There's 533 in the whole system. Okay, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 people are selling them. About average 120, then 516.80. So this guy's long term. He's just putting it out there. If somebody wants to whip out the paycheck, he'll take it, whatever. But you can see how the potential of these is incredible. So I'm not selling mine. I rent mine out and then use that money to make my asset more valuable, stronger. Okay, but let's go check out the most valuable gold card. And guys, if I'm doing this, so can you. And I'm showing you exactly how to do it. That's why I decided to make the video, so you can go back and see what I did right or what I did wrong over time. You can see it's transparent. I'm not just making this stuff up, and that's why I'm honest about being an affiliate marketer. My link's below. If you appreciate what I'm showing you, sign up and join me in this. This is the way of the future, is games that you play and enjoy where you actually can make money doing it. I mean, I'm talking real money, big money, not just pennies, So this one is the most expensive gold card. There's only 25 in existence left. They probably started with whatever the amount was. And there's only one person that's selling for $500,000. The other 24 aren't selling. And there's the gold version of the foil that we looked at. There's only 7 left. 75,000. One person selling. Now, there's cards not even on here that are in existence, but nobody's selling it. So that's why we don't see it. Okay, so there's the proof that over time, and this entire platform's 3 years old, maybe 4, if even that. So just like if you ever played Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, Magic the Gathering, about once a year they come out with a new card set. Everybody opens the packs up, then they retire it. Those cards go up, and the new cards come out, and they're the cheapest. So that this platform does what they have discovered The reason I think Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon, all them guys are so successful is they got something for everybody. They keep it inexpensive for the beginners and the kids and the parents who have to buy them this stuff. And then they got the investors care of them by, uh, well, in the real world, it was by not flooding the market. If they said they shut down the production of it, they shut down the production of it. But these are NFTs, so they can't cheat like some companies have in the past, where, oh yeah, we only made 1,000 of them, but for some reason everybody owns one. This is on the blockchain. You can't get around that. Okay, if there's only 139, there's only 139. If 20 popped up all of a sudden, there'd have to be a record of it on the platform, on the ledger. That's why this is the future. That's why NFTs, smart contract, the collectibles, the gaming, that's just the beginning. That's what's the easiest to get into. But what they're building, and I'm talking the whole, that's why Facebook changed their name to Meta. They obviously did not see this coming, or weren't in a position, and they're really in panic mode trying to catch up. But I think it's, Apple, VV, platforms like this, you can all tell who knows what's going on. Okay. And is Yu-Gi-Oh going to come on? Is Pokemon going to come on? Yes, you bet your ass they will. They might be stubborn about it. They might, you know, you got one group who hates this making money while you're enjoying playing the game. And you got the other half who loves it like me. In fact, I've been playing video games all my life, and I won't play any video games right now because I'm too busy with the games I enjoy playing, making money. But would I like to see Skyrim? Would I like to see Farming Simulator? All the other card games? Sure. And when they do, I'll welcome you to the family. I'll be there right along everybody else, playing along. And but there's going to be time, like, everybody's like, oh, well, once Yu-Gi-Oh comes in, it's going to destroy this card game. No, absolutely not. In some things, this is already better than Yu-Gi-Oh. I've played both. And the one thing, of course, it's online and you're be able to make money on it. But it's just the card playing aspect of it. I like it's, and I don't want to say it's like it's better, but it's as much fun, if not funner. And you you can come on here and spend 10 minutes a day. In fact, that's why they implemented the capture rate. See that capture rate? That goes down every time you play a battle till eventually it gets to zero. But depending on what that number is the percentage you get of the winnings. Okay. So if say I get one DEC for winning a battle, or no, let's make it simpler. Let's say I get 10. Because I'm at 70%, I only get 7 of the 10 DEC. So eventually you'd play yourself down to zero. And with you only getting 1% back an hour, it would take you 2-3 days to get back up to 100. So they kind of made it not, they don't want you here playing 24/7. Okay. And so I can come on here, other than the fact I'm making an hour video. But if I'm not, I can just come on here and in 3 to 4 minutes, check things, move money around. Then I do my battling in the morning, and maybe I do a little bit in the evening. So 15-20 minutes. So there's plenty of room for other card games when they come on. It's not like I got to pick between any of them. So no, I'm not worried about that at all as far as any competition or anything like that. But the more I've learned about this team's really got it together. The biggest thing they got going for them is they understand that they can't sit idle with as successful as they've been and just relax. And I'm sure they stressed out about it all the time. They are improvising every day, adding stuff, trying stuff. That's a sign of a good team. They realize that some things are going to be great and other things aren't going to work so good. And they're just, okay, well, we tried that, it didn't work. But that's what you need on a platform that you're going to be spending time. Remember, 95% of all this is not going to be around in 5 to 10 years, maybe more, maybe 98%. The sites I deal with are sites that I believe will be around for the long haul. This is one of them. Even though they're IPs, and I usually, a brand new IP doesn't get me too excited because, like Disney's been around for 100 years. So when you're buying a Disney product, you know it's going to be around probably another 100 years. pretty, it's nothing's guaranteed, but still it's a safer bet. This, I overcame that because once I got into it and learned how to play the game, got to know the crew, got to see, study, do my own research, just like you should be doing. You shouldn't. All I'm doing is just shining a light on this, and you should definitely always do your own research. And when you feel good about it, because only you know your situation, only you know how much you can do, and but once you get to know what they're doing, to see how they're doing it, then you're more comfortable about it. And this is one of my, I use Vivi. If I don't know if you're familiar with that, go check them out. I do Splinterlands, I do Terra Virtua, I do Top Day or Top Shots all day. Um, I think those are platforms that are going to be around for a very long time. I stay away. It doesn't mean there's not any other good platforms. I stay away from platforms that won't let me use fiat. I just do. The best. This, I think that's another smart decision they make, is when they make it available to fiat. If when they just do crypto and they cut out a big portion of the population, I think it can get them in trouble, especially in the long run. And let me point out something about crypto. There is, if you add up all the people who actually own crypto, it's a very small percentage of the population. Even though you hear of it all the time and it seems like it's everywhere, and it is the future. The crypto, no doubt, is the future of finances, some way, some shape, some form. But so when they lock out the fiat, they're it might take another 10 years for people to accept crypto. And what I mean by that is, when I try to talk to people who, even if they've heard of it, they don't trust it. They don't want nothing to do with it. There's a lot of bad characters out there ripping people off, so they probably gotten stung when they did try to get into it. It's too complex. So look at the best platforms. Coinbase. Why is Coinbase so popular, other than the fact it's a good platform? Because they made it very user-friendly for the new people who don't know anything about crypto. Okay? And they've had their problems, but they open it up to the masses. And when you open it up to fiat, then it's easier for people like me who I can't stand wallets. I can't stand jumping through 8 hoops to do one maneuver. If you make it, the easier you make it and friendly for me, you've got me. You've got my business. And that's the way the masses are. So over time, like I said, when you try to tell people this, you just get that look in their eyes like, that's not interested. And 1 out of every 50 people I talk to might actually start asking some questions. So we're not there yet. And so by cutting that off that group, you better be able to survive for 10 to 20 years, because that's how long it's going to take the masses to start accepting on a whole. You've already got countries accepting crypto. Okay, so it's coming. It's just going to take a little while longer. It's because we're early. This is all new. Even though this game's 3 years old, this is leading edge gameplay. They're right up there in the front with everybody else. Okay, enough of that. Let me go to Peak Monster. This is attached. I show you how to get here. This adds up my card collection for me. And I've been as high as 900, like 875, I think. And this one's higher because this is what people are asking, and this is what people have sold it at. So I go by this one. This is more of a realistic number. Here's my power number. This is what I'm getting a rental. Not very much. 31% rate of return, though. And this allows me to keep the cards while I'm waiting for them to go up in value. And I rent out cards I'm not using, but are valuable. Like my gold Afridi card, I hardly ever use them because I like I'm building up on death, not the fire, which I eventually will. And so I rent him out, and he gets me probably 30. He probably gets me half of my DEC for the day, just because he's that kind of a card. So let me go back here and tell you one more reason that I'm going to get into the battling I'm just learning it myself. I'm only a couple months into this, and there's a lot better videos out there of people who actually know what they're talking about when it comes to the battling. But I'm learning, so I'll start making videos on that. But uh, one thing I talked about changing my strategy a couple days ago, and that was you want you want to have a version of gold of all your battling cards. Why? And here's why. Because it neutralizes the capture rate. You get 10% for each gold card you use in a battle, including the summoner. And remember, summoners are the gatekeepers. You got to have summoner. And then you got to upgrade that summoner, because without it, it will keep you from winning bigger battles. Okay, that's a simple fact as I can put it. But with the gold cards, you can battle non-gold cards. You mix them in, and what that does is, if you're like, I think I can use, if everything goes right, I can use 5 gold cards out of the 7 or 8 that's allowed, and so that's 50% if I win. And so that means even if this went down to 0, I'm still at 50%. You see how I'm saying? So which means you can battle forever if you wanted to. And once I found that out, now with the 70% and the 5, I would get 130% or 120% of DEC. So over the long term, that will pay for my gold cards. And gold cards are a lot more expensive. The cheapest summoner cards, which are the new ones, there's 6 of them, 1 legendary, 5 rare. The 5 are 40 to 30 to $40 each, and you need 11 of them to max out. And then the legendary is like 300. You need 11 of those to max out. Actually, I think you need more for the rare. You might need like 27, 22. But anyway, it's expensive. So it's going to take time. But I'd rather start with the gold and then work my way back to the cheaper cards before, because they're the lowest they're probably going to be until, because once the packs run out, it's going to dry up and they're going to shoot up. Because remember, rare cards are rare. Gold cards are rare, big time. And all right, that's it. I'm going to go. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Follow me. See how I do. Leave comments. I've learned a lot from people telling me about, like, the potions. I had somebody watched my video and said, "Hey, go do this," and I got 5, and now I'm doing that. And if you like what you see, subscribe or join in the link below to come play. And you don't have to spend any money to play. You can just play it. And then if you decide to take the next step, you just purchase a spell book, and that's it. So thank you for watching, and have a nice day.